Number one song.
That was
number one song.
That was with it wasn't Diamond Rio. Who was that?
Lenny Kravitz. It was just different.
All right, it was just different then.
Confederate Railroad, huh?
Confederate Railroad.
I'm doing a new one. Let's see. This is brand new, so bear with
This
me.
ought to be funny.
Found him out in front of the mission, playing on this old guitar, bumming tips and cigarettes, drinking from a mason jar. Said I moved to Nashville back in '68. Next year I bought this Gibson, thinking I was on my way. He played Fire on the Mountain, I saw the light. Said he jammed with Johnny Cash down in Tootsie's late one night. Ain't but two things in this whole damn world and me that have any word, and that's my King James Bible and the '69 Hummingbird. Said he went to Vietnam. Things were different when he got home. Everybody was playing the Beatles and getting stoned. He said, you know, I made a record once right down there on Music Road. Nobody paid it any mind, but that's just the way it goes. And he played, well, hello, darling, tiger by the tail. Said, boy, you just ain't country if we don't play the long black veil. And ain't but two things in this whole damn world for me that have any word, and that's my King James Bible and the '69 Hummingbird. Never saw that old man again. I heard he passed away, but I found that old Gibson in a pawn shop the other day. In his case he left behind that Bible and a note saying Jesus told me he loved me, and tonight I'm headed home. And I played Walk in the Garden, what a friend we have in Jesus. The Rock of Ages and amazing grace. Ain't but two things in this whole damn world for me that have any word. That's my King James Bible and that '69 Hummingbird. Hummingbird, fire on the mountain, I saw the light. Fire on the mountain, Rock of Ages. Fire on the mountain.
I love that song, man. That's awesome.
Bernie Nelson, folks, he runs any of you
Craig
young
better cut
songwriters
that
in
on his
here.
next record.
If you'll let me, I'll cut it.
Bernie actually has a songwriter thing that he does. Bernie, what is that again now that you're...
It's called Let's All Get Drunk at Bernie's House for the
Yeah,
weekend.
that's it. And what he does, he takes all young songwriters up there and gets them
Weekend at
drunk.
Bernie's. I came up with a clever name, wouldn't be used anymore.
Yeah.
We play a big ass hit for me now. Do a drinking song.
Well, those of you who know me know I come from Africa. And I'm an old soldier, as you can probably tell by the way I get dressed.
He's successful, you can tell by the way he's dressed.
Yeah. I've done really well in Nashville. hanging a picture of my dad asked me to hang a picture of myself on the wall in my army uniform. And I looked up at the picture and looked up at myself, looking down at myself, and I said, damn, you smart-ass little son of a bitch, you really thought you knew it all back in those days, didn't you? And when I picked up a guitar and then this came out, and I was lucky this was #1 for me last year. At the ripe old age of 19, bought a short bed pickup chicks machine. Life ran on beer and gasoline, a half a lap ahead of the law. I had a fake ID that got me into toughies. Love was a word I used to get lucky. I was a big time spender with plastic money, back when I knew it all. Was flat and Mama and Daddy didn't have a clue. Back when a pitcher of beer and a couple shots made me bulletproof. Well, back when God was the name I used in vain to get a point across when I got pissed off. Lord, I'm learning so much more than back when I knew it all. I found out credit cards don't mean you're rich, and beer and gasoline don't mix. Step-side trucks can't jump a ditch, and those big house rooms sure are small. I've learned love is a woman that will settle you down. A Sunday sermon can turn life around, but I can't believe all the answers I've found since back when I knew it all. Was flat and Mom and Daddy didn't have a clue. Back when a pitcher of beer and a couple shots made me bulletproof. Well, back when God was the name I used in vain to get a point across when I got pissed off. Lord, I'm learning so much more than back when I knew it all. I'm still growing up, and I'm still growing up, so I know I'll never be as smart as I once was. Back when the world was flat, Mama and Daddy didn't have a clue. Back when a pitcher of beer and a couple shots made me bulletproof. Back when God was the name I used in vain to get a point across when I got ticked off. Lord, I'm learning so much more than back when I knew it all. Back when I knew it all. Thank you all.
Woo, how about that? Wow.
Do us one, Craig. I gotta go to the airport or something.
There you go.
I'm waiting on you.
Oh, you sing. You gotta run. I
wanna
can
hear you sing.
Okay. I'll be fast. I'll play this song twice as fast as I normally do, so you can.
Mark, you take me out.
Well, I'm not going to talk a whole lot because Bernie's got to get going, but I've been fortunate enough to be hanging out with Bernie and writing some songs, and my producer and good friend and Mr. Eddie Gore is in the house tonight, and we're cutting a lot of tracks and hanging out and having a good time here. And what do you do after you what do you do after you sing after 2 hit songwriters? Well, I don't know. Tell some jokes.
Play a hit song.
Tell some. This is a potential #1, I think. I don't know.
Play a hit song.
Thank you, Eddie. No pressure there.